Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, we crown a champion of one of the most historic tournaments in all of golf. It's time for the final round of the RBC Canadian Open. It's great to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam, and out on the course bringing all the action is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. And Rich, before we get into all the action for this Canadian Open, just a few words on the wonderful St. George's Country Club.
Boy, it's this is one of those places you love to come to. It's just one of those old school golf courses, you know, over 100 years old, designed by the famous Stanley Thompson, right downtown city of Toronto. But it's got such this old world feel about it. You know, it wouldn't be so different than like a Winged Foot type golf course with that kind of setting. It's just old school, and when you come there, you know it. There's not a lot of modern things about it, you know, and that's not saying anything bad about it. It's so old school that you know you're going to find penalizing rough. You know you're going to find small rock hard greens. You know that they're going to put a premium on pars. It's just one of those golf courses you can't wait to get to because you don't see them built like this anymore. It's such a treat to be at.
Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
This player has more confidence, I believe, than any other player in the field at the moment. This should be another good week for him.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? She has this remaining for her par. All right, John, you've been reading them well all day. Take us through this putt.
Looking like it's going right to left.
Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Steady as she goes. Nice start.
Rich, the second hole here at St. George's Golf and Country Club, a long, strong par 4.
It is just around the 475-yard mark. This fairway does slope significantly left to right, so the drives can easily find that fairway bunker down the right-hand side.
Oh, that was pummeled. Great drive. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Setting up here from about 155.
She'll be pleased with that one. That's a good strike. Setting up for her third shot. And in the hole she goes. Well, that'll move her up the leaderboard as well.
Yeah, Seve would be envious of this one. What a chip in.
Currently 1 under for the tournament. The first of our par 3s at St. George's Golf and Country Club. Beautiful looking par 3.
Yes, a narrow green, but very deep bunkers surrounding it on both sides. This is a heck of a par 3.
Looks to be going with the 6-iron. A long-range putt coming up here to be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it? And our man on the ground, John McCarthy, has been giving us some great reads all day. What's this one doing, mate?
This putt was looking like a pretty hard break to the left.
This one's heading on a pretty nice line, I feel. Gonna like the look of this one.
You rotten thing.
Always love these opportunities. especially when it's for birdie. Wants to use that slope from the right to his advantage. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. She's currently in a share of 7th place on the leaderboard. The first of the par 5s is the 4th hole, Rich.
Yes, this hole used to be a par 4, but was extended back in 1968 for the Canadian Open. It's a nice opportunity here to get a stroke back after the opening 3 holes, but watch out. This fairway gets tough to find with the slope that moves it from right to left. Landing area gets very narrow.
Whew, almost wound up in the heavy stuff. That was a good break. Stayed on the fairway. Sitting at -1. This would be a great up and down. Wow, came close with that chip. Just a short putt remaining here. Now 5 strokes behind. The 5th hole at St George's is a par 4, Rich.
It is. It plays downhill into a valley that kind of moves away from the tee box, so you should see players hit it down there with some distance, leaving a short second shot.
That was wonderfully done. That was a bit of a miscue.
Tried to draw that one in there, Luke, just missed the mark.
From about 100 yards. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. It was on a good line. Let's catch up with the current proceedings.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
Wow, that was handy holding out from there.
Oh, she's chipped in for birdie. This shot was absolutely perfect. Looks just as nice on the second viewing.
Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. The 6th hole requires a strong tee shot here at this par 3.
This hole can play anywhere from 170 to 200 plus there, Luke. Don't miss it right or left, though. Those bunkers are nasty.
Opting for the 5-iron. This one looks like it's going right. Yeah, nicely played. This putt is from 14 feet.
This for back-to-back birdies.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Okay, my money is on a right-to-lefter.
Birdie putt was oh so close to dropping. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. We've got Victor Hovland in the lead as we head on to the next. Here we are at the par 4 7th hole. This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. This is her 2nd shot. 4 strokes off the lead. This one needs to kick left. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. John, what's she looking at for this putt?
She's got a 32-foot putt ahead of her.
Wow, steady on there. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
This is important. Big par putt here.
And she's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Reached the 8th hole, par 3 here at St. George's. What a great looking hole it is.
Wow, this is a really cool little par 3. The green is not very wide, but it funnels in from both sides. However, you just can't afford to miss it short left in that bunker. That is a huge no-no.
That swing so pure, it reminds me of Adam Scott's. Yeah, that was a safe play. Oh, 13-footer coming up here. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
I like the look of this. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Victor Hovland has moved into top spot of this tournament on the tee of the par 5 9th.
What a gargantuan tee shot.
This one looks to be bunker bound, Rich. Not good. Players setting up, trying to get up and down from the bunker. So lightning does strike twice?
Gotta love this. This player is in fuego.
I just love everything here. The setup, the technique, the attack angle, the strike, and the hole out.
All right, Rich, we've made the turn now into the final 9. What are your thoughts so far?
Heck of a round going right now for this player. Has moved well inside the top 10 and continues to move up this leaderboard with 9 holes left. Gotta say, just some of the best rhythm in the game.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
Sitting at -4. Currently tied for second. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And that should secure the par on this one. Time to take a look at the standings, shall we? And our featured player sits in second place as Victor Hovland continues to lead. The first of the back 9 par 5s is the 11th.
And this hole we could call what? Serpentine, maybe, Luke? Yeah, that's what we're going to go with. However, don't get bit and leave it short right in that bunker off the tee, because you will be rattled.
So standing over this one from the second cut.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
This for a share of the lead. John, what's the line on this putt?
Looks like this one's going left to right.
Starts off looking good.
Looks to have some good speed about it too. Yeah, that's one of those putts you're happy to walk after. Did everything but go down. She's currently sitting in second place.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Welcome to the par 4 12 hole. Oh, that's a high caliber shot. Currently -5. Well, that's the perfect shape. Just controlling a fade. This putt coming up is for birdie. And Henny, what's she looking at for this putt?
She's got 10 feet her favorite distance from today.
Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day.
Back-to-back birdies, moving the right direction there, Luke.
And as we move along, this player is currently tied for the lead with Viktor Hovland.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Handy effort, that one. Let's catch up with Max Homer. And in it goes. What a shot.
And look out, guys. This rivalry looks like it's going to get pretty interesting today as he's making up some ground on his playing partner.
Putting for birdie here. Mark it down, that's birdie number 5. And she moves to 7 under par. And with that, she's now the sole leader in the event. It's time to tee off here at the 14th hole.
This is full send.
Standing up over this one after a bunch of birdies.
I think it's more like a gaggle of birdies, isn't it, Luke? Gaggle?
Gaggle of birdies? A bonanza.
Bonanza of birdies.
Yeah. All right. Beauty.
Yes, the only thing that could ruin it now is a triple bogey.
Oh, that was left all the way off the club. All right. Facing a little up and down here to save the par. That almost went down. It was just about 3 feet away.
This one is for par.
Well hold. Let's move on. As we update the standings, our featured player leads with the Viking, Viktor Hovland, right behind them. Here we are at the par 5, 15th.
Going and going and going.
Oh, what a shot by our leader.
Luke, that one was humongous.
She is locked in here. I think she might be going for it.
And going with driver off the deck with this shot. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
She's been all around this one. 27 feet is what she's faced with.
And an outside chance here. That was the line.
Yes.
Now this is how you putt. Take another look at this.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. As we head down the finishing stretch here, Rich, if you want to win a national championship, you've got to step up. First hole, the 16th, a very good par 3.
This is the most difficult par 3 on the golf course by a long shot. Stanley Thompson added some bunkers to the rear of this green just to make the golfers accountable for their distance control. That's just mean.
That's out to the right for sure. This putt to get to 10 under par.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
John, you're down there. You should have a good read on this. What's she facing?
A little tricky putt here. It's going down the hill, moving right to left.
Oh, nice stroke. A chance to make a birdie just slides by. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And as we check the standings, our featured player is ahead by 3. Couple of strong par 4s to finish here at Stanley Thompson's masterpiece, St George's. Very good par 4, the 17th.
It is. It started off as a par 5 and now just plays as an enormous par 4. Fairway does camber pretty good from right to left, so you got to challenge that bunker down the right-hand side off the tee.
Well, that was fantastic. What a shot from the leader.
That drive was simply astonishing.
She looks to be playing the draw here. Oh, what a wonderful play. Leading with intent. This putt to get to double digits under the card.
Looking good.
And with that fine putt, she extends her advantage over the field. And as we check the standings, our leader is currently ahead by 4. The finishing hole at St George's Golf and Country Club, Rich, is a strong par 4.
It certainly is that. It was originally a par 5 as well. It's converted to a long par 4 to make it a little bit more challenging for the Canadian Open. Plays uphill all the way to a steep green. And the beauty of this hole, Luke, is the magnificent clubhouse in the background.
She's standing over her second shot. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader. She has this to finish her round with the clubhouse lead. Henny, what's she facing with this putt?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup.
Asking this one to come a long way from the right side. She sinks her final putt of the day and grabs the clubhouse lead. That's good golf all round, but we'll have to wait now for the rest of the field to finish up. This is impressive. To win out here on tour is a big deal, but to go back-to-back, Rich, how significant is that?
Luke, winning once on the PGA Tour is difficult enough. To win back-to-back weeks, that's reserved for just the top players in the game, like me back in 2002.
And that second win was a major, if you don't mind.
I gotta say, Luke,
Yeah.
check Wikipedia. I'm awesome.
Doesn't that sum it up? On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.